If you choose to extrude solid walls without leaving gaps, you'll have to cut openings in those walls, and I'll show you how to do that now. I'll go back into the top viewport in wireframe mode. Let's focus on creating an opening here for this door. I'll create a box and just make it an arbitrary size at first. And then I'll give it a particular width of 3 feet. I'll also give it a particular height of 7 feet. The length doesn't matter. As long as the box penetrates through the wall, I don't really care what this size is here. I've set my 2 critical dimensions, which control the dimensions of the opening. Now I can move this box and snap it to that underlying CAD geometry. Let's make sure that it's snapped on the ground. I'll go into perspective and we'll see that it didn't. It moved the top of the box down like that. Now I need to move it back up. I'll just right click on the Z spinner. So it's in the right position. I'll move it through so it penetrates through the wall segment. Now I'm ready to use this object as a tool to cut a hole in the wall. I'll select the wall first because it's the object that I want to have in the end. This box is going to disappear in a moment when we use a Boolean operation. Under Geometry, select Compound Objects, Boolean. 3ds Max 8 has a Pro Boolean object if you're a subscription customer, and Pro Booleans are also available in 3ds Max 9. Pro Booleans are a little bit faster and they take a little bit less memory, but in general they work just the same as the original Boolean tool. So I'll just focus on the Boolean tool, which everybody has. As soon as I clicked on that tool, it defined the selected object as one of the operands of this operation. So it says A is line 1, which is the spline that I extruded. I'll click this button and then manually pick operand B, which is the box. You see down here it says B is box. And now we see the opening. The operation is a subtraction of A minus B by default. So that's why we're seeing the opening here. If you do it the other way around, you can use subtraction B minus A. Union joins everything together, makes a single object, and intersection finds their common volume. Cut adds additional topology, and that can be refined or split into different sub-object elements. You can remove the outside or the inside. But I'd say the most common Boolean operation is just subtraction A minus B. Once you do that, you have access to the operands on the Modify panel. I can select the box right here, and then I can move it, if I want to, into another position. What's also interesting is if you select it down here, you don't have to be in a sub-object level. The creation parameters for the box show up down here at the base of the stack. So I could change the width of the opening, for example, parametrically. Let's make the height 6'10". I'll go back up to Boolean and select the line. Now its parameters show up in the stack below that. Let's say we want to make the wall 9 feet tall. I'll go to the wall's extrude modifier and make that change.